KALT. It's just now starting. Jason, calm down. We're going. I took the little microphones with me and ran with it. Well, good morning. Good evening. Whatever it is. I don't know. This is the Sonic America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaching Show. Good morning to everybody. I know you can hear me now because I'm in control of all of the stuff. So look out. All right, well, you just heard it right here. Atlanta, big win over Tatum on the road, 14-7, your final score. And Jason's saying he can't hear me at all. You got to be Jim's mic. Oh, you know why? Because it is muted. There's no way it's muted. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. I thought you could. Yeah. All right, there we go. See, I told you, Jason. And Jason and Jason. See, both of Jason said they couldn't hear me, but I knew I could hear me. All right, so good evening, Cindy, Pam, Jason Beazle, Jason Allen, Tina. Shh, you can hear me, trust me. All right, and good evening, everybody. 14-7, final score of the night for the Atlanta Rabbits. We're going to talk to Coach Morton in just a little bit. We're on early, so that means we're going off early. That's right, because I got to be up early, cook breakfast. All right, so let's go ahead and start it off right now. You know what? We're going to start calling coaches right now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to reach out to, Dangerfield played last night, so we'll call Nelson. How about that? You guys good with that? Let's go ahead and call Coach Davin Nelson of Dangerfield right now on the Sonic America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard Show. Here we go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
This guy here, man, I give him a hard time all the time, so we'll see what's up. What's up, baby? All right, as you can see, the ticker going across. All right, we'll trash talk him in a minute. Psh, Coach Davin Nelson, that's what I'm talking about. But we got the ticker going down below. Talk about a tight ball game going on right now. I don't know if you guys saw that. New Boston and Hooks at New Boston. Last score I saw was 14-12. And, that'd be a big game right there. I'm just saying, that would be a big game. But we'll check that out in just a little bit. You know what? Yeah, don't worry, I'll call Coach Regal. We're going to call Coach Regal because those Canton Eagles are still rolling. All right? Yeah, they're rolling big. So let's go ahead and reach out to him right now. So we'll try another phone call.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
That's right. We're reaching out to the Canton Eagles now, 8-0. They got some big games coming up, but right now, let's ride the wave. And we're reaching out to Coach Heath Regal, who is the head Eagle with the main feathers in his cap. 8-0 Canton Eagles. What's up, Coach Regal?
Hey, good to hear from you, Jim.
Well, good to hear from you. I mean, I know you played last night, and you kind of like, dude, I'm going to bed. But, you know, you're up still, so that's good.
I'm studying Quinlan Ford right now as we speak.
Are you? All right.
Yeah, never stops.
So, did they play last night or did they play tonight?
They played last night for Sunnyvale.
All right. Ooh, oh, really? Really? Yeah. All right. And who won that game?
Sunnyvale did. Quinlan had a lot of misfortune, had some bad snaps on some punts. He gave Sunnyvale a lot of short fields, and Sunnyvale too good for that.
58-21 was the final score. My gosh. All right.
Yes.
All right. So now this is a road game for you guys next week, and this is to secure at least second place.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, huge game, tough place to play at Quinlan.
That's right, and so it's a weird schedule because they played each other last night, and then Sunnyvale's got a bye, so they're coming to y'all's game, are they not?
No, they won't have they will not have a bye.
Oh no, they play Ferris. They play Ferris, right? They play Ferris.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of no, I'm sorry. So Let's talk about your game first. All right?
Yes.
Because you guys won big. I believe it was 58-15. And
Yes,
so tell me what went right and what in your opinion what went wrong.
I think we started off hot offensively. Guys got a lot of stops early, and offense was clicking on all cylinders. Court was court. Throw the ball, run the ball. Pretty much at will the first half. We jumped out 30-0 on them, and then they scored right before half, which is aggravating to me. I don't like those scores.
They scored on the defense, or they do it special teams?
No, they scored on the defense. We made a couple of mistakes, and gave us some opportunity. They punched it in on us, and then they have a lot of athletes that make some plays.
Well, I was about to say, is it time to fire that DC?
I can't fire him when we're looking for a head coach too.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, no doubt. So we gave up a score there, but we eventually got up. I guess it was 58-8, and then the last couple minutes, we gave up another little score there at the end of the game. Let's get some guys some good experience though, and but offensively, we just I think we scored every possession. One possession we had a field goal, and that was it. We scored every possession we had all game.
Well, then I would say overall it's a successful night.
Absolutely, yeah. Kids came to play, and we took them out of the game early. They were big and fast, but thought our kids played harder and longer than they did for sure.
Well, one of the things that I look at is, I want my kid to get as much rep time as he can, but for you as the AD and head football coach, this is a great opportunity to build the program, getting experience for these younger guys, and also just making your team stronger down the road.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't think Court's played a fourth quarter yet. So that just tells you at that point in the game, we have a lot of different guys in on offense, a lot of different guys in on defense. So that's just experience I think that will help us, for the years to come.
Absolutely. Now, the last two games of the season this year is, of course, Quinlan Bowles and Sunnyvale. And, you guys are all locked up there together. Well, Quinlan's got a one loss in the district play, and of course they're pulling for you to beat Sunnyvale, so there'll be a three-way tie if something happens in a different fashion. So
Oh yeah. So we got to take care of our business, go to Quinlan, and get to 9-0 and set up that game never Sunny. But we don't take care of business with Quinlan, we'll be in trouble.
How far down the road is Quinlan from you guys?
It'll be about an hour drive, maybe a hair under.
Okay, all right. So Quinlan Ford.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Quinlan Ford, the Panthers.
Yes.
You got the Raiders, the Eagles, the Tigers, the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow. Why do we have two Yellow Jackets?
Then neither are yellow.
Let me guess, they're orange?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That means they're mad, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, 1-7, I'd be mad too. All right. I'm kidding. All right. So as of right now, you're playing on Friday night, 7 o'clock, 7:30.
7 o'clock Friday night.
7 o'clock. All right. And of course, if anybody in my area that wants to keep up with it, you guys are on YouTube on Buzz 99, I believe it is, or something like that.
Yes, KWJB. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Those home guys, man. I just tell you.
My home guys.
Yeah, they are your home guys. There's no doubt. All right, so of all the things of the game that happened last night at 58-15, I know you've watched film. Was there anything that you just went, oh, God, why can't we do better at that?
Oh, I mean, I'm a perfectionist there, Jim, so there's a lot of things. We come in 30-8. I don't have a good halftime ripping for my defense just because, my expectations are, us to play better. We made some mistakes there. We did create 4 turnovers, which was a big deal. But still, we picked one and returned it. We had a silly block in the back that really we didn't need to have, or it would have been another defensive touchdown. So that was frustrating for us. Just got to be play a little bit smarter,
Yeah. All right. Well, I always have to ask. By the way, Coach Regal and I are friends on Facebook. We've never met, but one thing that he and his wife and kiddos do after a win, they get up there and they hold up all the fingers, and they had 8 up last night for 8-0. Of course, once it gets past 7, they kick me out of the picture because I don't have enough fingers to hold up. So, you know. But, hey, congratulations, Coach, and keep taking care of business, and we'll get together again next week, all right?
Sounds good, Jim. Hope you're fun, bud.
All right, hey, it's almost 10 o'clock. It's about your bedtime anyway.
All right, man. We're up all night studying for Quinlan. We're going to get ready.
Are you at the field house right now?
Oh, no. I'm sitting here in my house with the computer in my lap.
All right, where's the wife at?
Oh, she's sitting over here watching her girly shows while I work.
Is she watching the Mormon Wives?
Are you watching the Mormon Wives, honey? What are you watching? No, she said no.
Okay, well, I've heard of that. That's the only reason why I was asking. My wife doesn't watch it either, so, you know.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, well, Coach Regal, have a great night, and, hey, good night, Mrs. Regal. Sorry to call you this late. All right.
Thanks, bud.
We'll see you later. That is the athletic director and football coach of the Canton Eagles, now 8-0, taking on Quinlan Ford next week. Big game coming up for them. The next 2 games are big. I mean, there could be a district title in the works, all right? And speaking of that, we'll be talking about district titles in just a little bit. But right now, we got to step aside for the 10 o'clock hour because we did start early. We got to take care of station identification. So we're going to take a quick break. All right, stay right here. This is Cass County Radio, KALT. It is Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. We haven't even done the scoreboard yet, but we're already calling coaches. Let's go.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
Cass County Radio, KALT. See there? Short break. We're right back to it. Good evening. And welcome to Cass County Radio, KALT. While I did that real quick, I went to see if we could catch a coach. We're going to see if he's driving a bus or if he's answering the phone. All right, so let's do that right now. Let's go to the phone line.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's.
Oh, my
now
goodness.
Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, so we're going to reach out and see if Coach Turner, Josh Turner of the Mod Cardinals, is available this evening or if he's driving a bus. Coach Turner, am I talking to your voicemail or what? All right, we're talking to his voicemail. That's great radio right there. You guys are welcome for that. That's how the show starts out usually. Jimmy Phillips can tell you, and so can Shane Ray. All right, so yeah, but that's okay. You know who did play last night, and we're going to reach out to him? Because you know me, I don't care. I'll call whoever. I don't care what time of the day it is. We're calling people, and let's go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, they played last night, the Carthage Bulldogs, and we're going to talk to Coach Surratt, and they are now 8-0 after a big win last night. We did not get to talk to him last week because we had an early plane to catch the next morning, and it was Eastern time also, so that was all messed up. So we're going to talk about 2 games back-to-back with Coach Surratt. Good evening, Coach Surratt. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jim?
I'm great. Well, you're now 8-0, 3-0 in district play. We're gonna go back 1 week if we can. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you took on Athens, and looked like some haymakers got thrown there. 61-56. Only reason why I didn't call you that night was I had a 8 o'clock flight Eastern time and got home. So 7 o'clock Central. I got home at 1:40. Central time in Texarkana and had to drive home. So that was a long, long day. So I know you're understandable. So, but
Yes,
let's talk about that game right there. 61-56. You said it yourself the week before. Athens is good.
Yeah, they got a very good team, and they had some guys out. Their best player was out, and they got beat early, and they turned over about 5 times against Kaufman. And but anyway, we knew how good they were. they have really, really good receivers and good quarterback, and we were just fortunate enough to outscore them, and we scored every time we touched it but once.
Really? That's pretty good. That OC deserves something, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
But that DC, I'm telling you, we're gonna sit down one day and just have a meeting with him.
Yeah. I tell you what, it was not real pretty at practice for our defensive guys this week, and they responded and played very well, very hard, and had a little more energy and most of the time this week.
Well, I tell you what, I give you a hard time sometimes about your DC and everything, but he's been with you forever. Your defense has always delivered when they needed to, and I know, giving up 56 points, you just go, doggone. But then at the same time, you're like, doggone people, they're good. Let's give them some credit,
Yeah. We got to give them credit, but at the same time, we played probably the worst game we played since we've been here defensively, and we got the ball on the ground. We didn't get hit on the quarterback, and so we got some things that we worked on this week, and we made some personnel changes, and Coach Preston did a great job in his staff, and they're ready to go.
Well, yeah, because you only gave up 7 points last night against Bullard. 52 to 52.
They scored like 2 minutes to go, and and we put all our starters before the half was over.
So you let them slide in since they gave up that touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't have to run on a shutout. Our starters they scored on a 4th and 1, and it was questionable if he scored. He fumbled the ball, and so.
Oh, one of those. So nobody's got to run for that then.
Oh yeah, we all run for that.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not a shutout.
So let me ask you this: I'm assuming you played last night because of the pending weather that was supposedly coming?
Yeah, yes, sir. Because the whole deal, when we looked at it, when we made the decision, it was supposed to be there around 7.
Yeah.
Tonight, and really, really bad on Saturday, and it's a district game, and if we did get a lot of lightning and delays and had to play Saturday and then couldn't play Saturday, then you got to go all the way to Monday for our district game, and that's no good. Right,
especially when you've got another district game the following Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, and of course the Rusk Eagles waiting for you this coming up week. So right now, sitting at 8-0, 3-0 in district play, you've got the Rusk Eagles left and Brownsboro. They're the two at the bottom of the pack in your district, but I don't think you have to tell your guys that anytime somebody plays Carthage, they're already up for it because they want to knock you off the ledge.
Yeah, and that's we like that. We like getting everybody's best shot. We know we're going to get there. It's be their Super Bowl, so to speak, and and that's a tribute to our program, our coaches, our players, and but we got to get ready to play every week, and we worry about us more than the opponent right now until we get later in the week, and then we start focusing on the opponent.
All right, well, let me ask you this, because I'm not a coach, so I'm always looking ahead. Have you kind of scoped out, because we're talking about stadiums and referees and all that kind of stuff for the first round, second round, and all that? Are you like, Jim, I got 2 games left, man. You need to chill out.
No, you got to be prepared, and if it happened to be Spring Hill, I said probably going to be either Pittsburgh or Spring Hill, even though Pittsburgh upset Van last night.
Yes.
And but they're still on the wrong side of the points. So anyway, it's probably going to be Pittsburgh or Spring Hill, and if it is Spring Hill, if they beat Pittsburgh last week, they got to come to us because we lost a flip and went to them last year in the first round of playoffs.
Right. Well, I am going to say this. I've been very impressed with Coach Huffstedler over there at Pittsburgh. He's, comes in this past year, and he's turned the program around pretty good. They're not where he wants to be, but, they're 6-2 overall, and fighting, for the, what they play. Yeah, they play Pleasant Grove next week.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. I mean, he was the center defense coordinator last year. He's a great guy and great coach. You know, he took Brad Britton with him up there, which coach was at Texas High.
Yep.
Won a state championship there. And so they've done a great job. Those guys have always been great coaches.
Yeah, I just love it when people start getting closer. You know, like, I mean, you know, you're over an hour from us, you know, here in Cass County, Atlanta. But, you know, I still call you a local guy because you've coached around here for so long and everything. But, you know, it's so cool, you know, not just, you know, you, but everybody else that has had success. You know, they've moved off, they've come back in the area, or you know, you left Texas, I went to Carthage, and the success you've had. But, I mean, it's just neat to see that, you know, local guys can, you know, they can be successful too.
You know? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of great coaches that's come out of East Texas, and you know, at one time, Lyndon Kildare had over 40 coaches.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know what the number is now. If you do retirement, maybe some of them got out, but there's tons of coaches from Lyndon Kildare, and that was one they did this. Johnny Green did that story where he was at Texas High. So
it's crazy. I do know that. It's crazy. So. And you know, that's one thing about you. You still have never forgotten where you came from. You know, and that's a big deal to me. And so I appreciate that. You know, I'm a transplant, but I appreciate you for not forgetting who you are. So that's a big deal there.
Sir.
All right. Well, I know you're probably I don't know, what are you doing right now? Let's ask you that.
I'm actually going to. We're headed to Starkville, Mississippi, to watch Mississippi State and Texas.
Really? And
yeah, my daughter's boyfriend's a quarterback guy from Mississippi State, so
are we do we got the cowbells with us?
We do.
Okay, all right.
I'm not ringing it, but
you dog, man. You got that loyalty right there in you, I'm telling you. All right, well, hey, y'all have safe travels and have a good time also, okay?
All right, I appreciate you calling.
All right, thank you.
Have a good weekend.
All right, you too, thanks. All right, that's Coach Surratt of the Carthage Bulldogs, 10 state titles. And let me tell you something. The one thing that I'm going to say about him, okay, the man's won 10 state titles, and he never thinks he's too good to talk to me, ever. And he always says, hey, how you doing, Jim? You know, always. And that's a big deal to me. You know, I mean, you may go, Jim, you're kind of overreacting. I don't think so. I think it's a big deal. And so shout out to him. There's no doubt about it. And now we're going to go ahead and call another coach because I'm ready. Let's go with this, man. We didn't do it last week. I'm ready. Let's go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Cass County Radio, KALT. It is. I got a voicemail. Coach Hofstadter! Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio. I was calling you, man. You won last night. I wanted to talk to you. Talk about the Pitt Pirates. Are you calling me right now? Well, Chuck Combs is calling me. Let's see what Chuck wants. Hey, Chuck, what's going on?
Would you like a District 16 6A update?
Well, give me one. Go ahead. Let's do it.
Well, first of all, tell you how bad my back hurts. I didn't go to the game.
Really?
I can't even ride in the car right now. So, anywho.
That's not good.
No, anywho, Cypress Ranch, which is my grandson's team, defeated Cypress Woods 28-14. They ran a trick play, and he even made a touchdown.
Really?
Yep. This ain't official, but he got about 12 tackles, couple sacks, several hurries. He had a great game.
So is North Texas still the destination right now?
As far as I know, but supposedly things are happening.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just stay with it and see what happens, right?
Yeah, that's all we can do. In the meantime, UTEP is about to beat his door down. So.
And would you rather that?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. All right.
No. I was pushing for North Texas because it's only going to be a 3-hour drive.
Right.
Good Lord willing.
That's right. I know what you're talking about there.
If he's in El Paso, I want him. Probably never get to see him play. So
unless you buy a charter plane, private plane, you could do that.
Yeah. Well, maybe I could borrow yours.
Good luck with that. All right. Well, good deal.
Have a good night.
All right, you too, Chuck.
Let-
All right, that is Chuck, our buddy, and his grandson plays for Cy Ranch over there, and so good stuff right there. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call my buddy over here at Liberty ILO. All right, so let's do it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to Liberty ILO. Kale! That's right. That's what I just hollered Kale. That's right. And we're going to talk to Coach Willard. What's up, Coach Willard?
Found a way to win.
Hey, guess what? W is a W, brother. 27-14 over White Oak at home. They do have a nice bus, though. You got to admit, the White Oak Roughnecks have a nice bus.
I'm glad I did not notice.
Well, they drove through town, and I saw it. And I was like, "Look at that. That's nice." Yeah, it's white with red lettering, and it's got the oil chute or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I'm a city boy. But anyways, hey, 27-14, and hey, guess what? You're still fighting. You're still battling, brother. And so, how you feeling?
I mean, that's why I feel good. Is because we did. I mean, find a way to win. I mean, it was tough. White Oak gave us their best effort. I mean, they were definitely ready for the game. So, I'm just really proud that we're able to fight through the entire 4 quarters.
Well, I know there's a little history there, from last year,
Nah.
Oh, you can deny it all you want, but this guy knows. I know. But I'm not the kind that exploit things like that, because that's bad. That's bad media stuff, and that's not me. But I am going to say this: I respect the crud out of you for it. I will say that. All right. So if that means anything, and then of course, his 5th-year senior son at quarterback, not a bad little athlete.
And just as tough as they come. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, the beating he takes every single week, and just continues to get back up and make plays. He is a heck of a player.
So is his little brother? You think his little brother's going to be as tough?
Shoot, I'd imagine it runs in the blood.
Okay, yeah. Because I mean, is Dad tough? You think Dad's tough?
No comment. Don't know. I've never seen him on the football field other than pregame getting after it.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, I wasn't trying to pull the tape off there or the Band-Aid off. I was just asking. All right, so let's move forward to that. All right, you guys are now 3-5 overall, but 2-2 in district play. You're actually tied for 3rd place. I mean, let's call it what it is. So next week, big game for you guys as you're traveling to Jefferson to take on Coach Taylor.
Yeah, obviously a huge game. What Coach Taylor's done there is, just speaks for itself. Really impressive. You know what we're going to get from Jefferson. They're going to be tough. So, yeah, really excited for it.
Absolutely. And, of course, it's Halloween night, so there's going to be something spooky going on, that's for sure. But then you wrap up the season in Sabine. Now, I'm not trying to wrap anything up or try to determine anything because, Atlanta defeats Tatum tonight, 14-7. Gladewater was off. So it's the two of them are going to have a district championship possibly next Friday night at Atlanta. And then after that, you guys are right there battling with Jefferson. Tatum kind of holding out a little bit, but I mean, you guys have the tiebreaker over them. I believe Jefferson does too. I mean, you guys control your own destiny here for 3rd or 4th place. Would you agree with that?
We do, and that's what we've been talking to our kids about going into this game. Is we knew what we were going to get from White Oak. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game. So they definitely surprised us with their physicality start the game. So again, I keep saying the same thing, but just really proud that we're able to fight through the adversity and find a way.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you never know what's going to happen when somebody punches you in the mouth. You don't know how you're going to react to it. But that's something that Coach Morton said about you guys. That you guys will take a punch in the mouth and then say, "Is that the best you got?" You come right back at them. And so, and that's another coach talking about you guys. And so I know you feel the same way now, especially after the last couple of weeks. You've been saying, "What else you got?" Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So good job there for sure. All right. Well, guess what? You got Jefferson next week at Jefferson. Take care of your business. We'll talk again. Hey, control your destiny, brother. That's all I can say right there. Control it.
Come on, Jim. I hope I'm talking to you next week.
Yes, sir. Coach Willard, always a pleasure, brother.
I appreciate you.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I'm telling you, I'm not even in Bowie County, man, but I love that guy. Coach Willard is straight up. It's hard not to like these guys. You know what I mean? It really is. So we are going to see in just a little bit if Coach Morton's going to be ready to talk. I mean, he's got to be feeling pretty good, I would think, wouldn't you? Huh? Yeah. And but you know who I want to talk to right now? Somebody that they all thought he was wiped out. He was done. Everybody said he's done, and he's not. You know who I'm talking about? You don't have a clue, do you? Well, I'm going to call his number right now, and I didn't even say hello to anybody this evening that I normally do, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and reach out right now. Let's go. You ready? Here we go. We're going to make another phone call right now. If I can get the thing. There it goes.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right. We are reaching out to Coach Finney of the Winsboro Red Raiders. Coach Finney, what's going on?
Man, big victory tonight, man. Big win.
Absolutely. A lot of people kind of went, Winsboro, man. And I'm sure you've heard it. I'm sure you've heard some of the garbage, and all that, but you're like, hey, that's y'all. This is us. And you took care of business at home, taking on Mount Vernon. And when you say big win, we're not talking about, a touchdown or two. We're talking about 33 points. Huge win.
Yeah, we come out and played really well. It was senior night. We got a group of kids that have been winning 10 games a year here for, the last 3 years, and next year trying to do the same thing. And it's the last home game at the reservation over here. So I told them that memory's going to be with them the rest of their life.
That's right. And like I said, Coach McClain's done a great job over at Mount Vernon. I love what he's done over there. But, hey, you're taking care of yourself. I mean, your district, we've talked about it. Your district is just a gauntlet.
Oh, it's not nice. It's not nice at all.
You're exactly right. And but I tell you what, it's just exciting. Like you said, you've had all these players on the team for the last 3 years that have been averaging 10 wins a season. You're on pace to do it again, barring playoffs and everything. So what say you right now with sitting at 8-1 overall, going to be taking on Malakoff at Malakoff next week, and then the playoffs? There's no way to get eliminated. You're going to the playoffs the following week. How are you? Do you feel good in the driver's seat where you're at, or do you feel like, well, we should be up here instead in the fast lane instead of the passing lane?
No, we're at where we're at, and I just think you just got to approach it and don't wish it could have been something, and if we'd have done this. You just got to dig where you're planted.
That's right. Don't dwell on the past and move forward, right?
Take all them rearview mirrors, throw them out the window, and just look out that windshield.
I love it. All right, now, tell me this. Of the game tonight, I know you haven't really got to watch film yet, but 55-22 was the final score. Was there anything out there that you go, doggone it, why didn't we do better at this or that from the live action for you?
A lot of that has to do with the aggressiveness of the Mount Vernon defense, and they create a lot of havoc for you, and they've done a great job in getting that program and getting them wins. And so I would say that one thing we did really well was our kicking game. Kicked 2 field goals and made 7 extra points. So I think the kicker had 13 points.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, I'm going to say this, and you may agree, you may disagree, but I think special teams in high school are becoming more and more, I don't want to say worked on, but more focused on this year than it has in the past. I mean, it's always important, but it seems like it's more important now than it's been in years past.
Well, I got a kicker that's got over 300 and something points the last 3 years.
Well, then he's worth something, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's a good one. Great one.
I am going to tell you this. One of your opponents earlier this year, I believe, didn't you play hooks earlier this year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're in a battle right now with New Boston with about 4.5 minutes to go. New Boston's driving. The ball's on the 27-yard line of Hooks with 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Hooks leads 18-14.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so interesting game there. There's no doubt about it. But so now with Winsboro, how are you guys injury-wise right now? You guys good? You solid?
You know, we got a few kids banged up, but we got a bye this week, so we're going to get healed up and work on the basics and fundamentals and just try to put a lot of emphasis there.
All right, you're not going to go trick-or-treating, are you?
No.
Okay, I mean, I got to ask, you know, so you never know. All right. Well, you got anything else?
No, just trying to get ready to get packed up, head out to Arkansas, watch my son in the morning, and at Harding, and get back.
Now, wait a minute, didn't Harding do something big last weekend or the weekend before?
They're 7-0 or 8-0, number 2 in the nation, and they're playing really well.
Yeah.
I think they had a running back that set the NCAA rushing record. He had like 235 yards in them in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Okay. All right, well, hey, safe travels to you. You driving up tonight or in the morning?
About 5 a.m.
All right, well, don't call me because I won't call you, okay?
You won't be up?
I know I'll be up, but I don't call anybody that early.
All right.
I'm cooking breakfast in the morning, all right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And next week.
What's your go-to breakfast?
Well, now that you asked that, I am a habanero sausage, smoked sausage, and jalapeno and cheddar smoked sausage.
That sounds like supper too.
Well, it can be, but you know what I am doing next? Not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but a week from now. I'm doing pocket pancakes.
What's a pocket pancake?
Exactly. So since you got to buy, you could drive up and get in on it.
Well, we'll see.
We eat at 8:30.
All right. What is a pocket pancake?
All right. So what you do is you got hot grease going, right? You take your big spatula and you dip it in the hot grease, right? And then you walk over the pancake batter and dip it in there, and then you pull it out, stick it back in the hot grease, pull it back out, back into the pancake batter, and then go back the third time and just hold it and let it get nice and toasted brown. Pull it off, and it'll slide right off your spatula, and it's a pancake, and it's got a pocket. You stick bacon, sausage, and egg in it.
Huh.
And then, of course, I do weird things. You know what I did one time? I did a jumbo cinnamon roll, cut it in half like a can. Oh, New Boston fumbled. Oh, they recovered. Anyways, jumbo cinnamon roll, cut it in half, and I put a cooked piece of sausage and a piece of peppered bacon on it, closed it up, sealed it, and then baked it.
Man.
That was ridiculously good.
Well, my wife hit a deer in my driveway a while ago, so
what?
I'll go home. If I have some extra deer meat, I'll holler at you.
Holler at me. That's exactly right. All right. Well, hey, safe travels to y'all tomorrow, and I hope you have a good time.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Coach Finney. All right. That is Coach Finney of the Winsboro Red Raiders. And love that guy. He's, the thing is, what we forget a lot of times, it's just like teachers. Did you know teachers are human beings too? Yeah, so are these coaches. These guys that teach, these women and men that teach, I don't want their job. They got a tough job. They do. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's going to call me now? Why is he going to call me now? Why are you going to call me now?
I was just trying to return your call, that's all.
Where are you at?
I'm at the house.
Oh, you're at the house. Are you watching? I know you played last night. You don't think I don't know what? Hold on. Triple coverage. Passes incomplete. All right, hold on. Let me do this for you. You ready?
Okay.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, that's right. He called me back. Coach Nelson of the Daingerfield Tigers, big win last night. By the way, do you follow any of those social media outlets that has your head put on videos?
Yeah, I can see them all week long. Like they're really
hey, I don't know who they are, but they are funny.
Yeah, no, he's one of our local fans, and he does a good job of trying to boost up the Daingerfield Tigers. So I think I just think it's hilarious.
Well, it just and of course they do this hatred thing towards Hugh Springs, but I mean they throw everybody under the bus. It doesn't matter. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I saw me rocking the baby last week, so I didn't know how they got put up there, but I thought it was funny.
Well, this week they had like you and 5 other guys standing around this guy that was on the ground. Y'all were kicking the crud out of him.
Yeah,
like
there's so much doesn't portray us in the right light, but
but it's out of fun. It's out of fun.
Yeah, fans,
Yeah. All right. Well, guess what? You are now 6-3, 5-0 overall, or 6-3 overall, 5-0 in district play. You take care of business against Hugh Springs last night, 72-15. And let me just tell you this: Hooks just stopped New Boston on a 4th down play. The 3rd down play, the quarterback dropped back to pass, and the ball slipped out of his hand. He tried to recover it, fumbled it. They recovered it, and then they just went for it on 4th down, throwing a pass towards the end zone. Triple coverage, knocked away. Turnover on downs. Hooks has the ball now on the 29-yard line, their own 29-yard line, with about 2.5 minutes to go. You're taking on New Boston next week. All right? And the week after. You got to buy this week. That's right, because I remember you said you want to go trick-or-treating. I remember. But forget about New Boston. Forget about Hooks. Forget about Hugh Springs. I want to talk about the Daingerfield Tigers. How are you feeling right now being 5-0? You started out rough, but I mean, the thing is you didn't make it an easy district, pre-district. But, here you are, 5-0 in district play. How are you feeling about the Tigers?
Still not satisfied right now. I feel like we got a whole lot more to grow on. I feel like we have a lot more to improve on. Obviously, we've been giving up some defensive touchdowns that I'm just not very happy with right now. So I think we got a whole lot more work to go into the bye week for sure.
So are we doing some extra running?
I ain't gonna say running, but we're gonna do some conditioning drills to have like some defensive emphasis on it.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you gave up how many points? 16?
16, yep, 16.
Yep, but those were late give-up points, were they not?
No.
No? Okay.
These Springs scored on us right before halftime, and they got the ball back down into the I want to say 5-yard line.
Right
there before half, and we were able to stall them out there before halftime, and then came right back out and fired back on us and scored right there at the beginning of the second half. So we gotta get this stuff cleaned up.
Okay. All right. Well, offensively though, you feel pretty good though, right?
Oh yeah, no, offensively firing off left and right. So I mean, it's just it's almost a 1-2 play drive right now for them. So it might be the fatigue on the defense side, but we got to get that stuff taken care of.
Well, I mean, you're averaging in the last 3 games. You're averaging 76 points per game.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
It is crazy. So I was about to say, if you complained about your offense, you and I were going to have a problem because I was like, come on now, come on.
Yeah, I know complaints about them.
Okay, all right.
I tell them every single day as soon as the game's over with, hey, y'all carried us through that game, so I appreciate that.
Well, let me ask you this. I asked Coach Finney of Winsboro earlier this, and he says, man, my kicker's got over 300 points. And I was like, okay. But do you feel like special teams have seemed to be more on display this year than the years past, or that they've been more important than they have been in years past?
Absolutely. We get up way too many field positions right now off the special teams, so I think that that's been a huge thing now. Also, our kicker has done a great job get the points when we don't expect to get those points. So having a good kicker and having a good coverage team has also been like a huge part of the game this year.
You know,
not just for us, but like for everybody.
well, you know, I know that you you scrimmage against Atlanta, but you know, Atlanta this year, their defense has just played for just terrific. All right, and but a lot of it is because how they're able to flip a field. You know, to quote Coach Morton, if somebody's got to go 75 yards to score a touchdown on us, I feel pretty good. You know, and I love that comment because he's got the confidence in his defense and stuff. So I've watched them do their thing with their punt teams and their kicking teams, and you know, being able to put in the end zone for touchbacks and stuff like that. And you know, so I've been asking coaches periodically throughout the year this year about special teams, you know, just to see where everybody else is. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to ask you because, you know, I mean, you're, like I said, you're averaging 76 points a game the last 3 games and, you know, basically scoring at will, but your defense is playing good. I know you're not happy with them right now, but so, I mean, let's see, you gave up, all right, so 3 weeks ago you gave up 14. Last night you gave up 16, but then the week in between you gave up 59 to Hooks. But, I mean, you got to give a little credit to Hooks, right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Running back ran hard. Like he did a heck of a job. I mean, I want to say he like over 300 yards against us, like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm like obviously not happy about because it was against my defense.
Right.
Anybody else, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's get his yards. But against us, I'm like, no, I don't know about that. But I think that that gives us more motivation to like improve on stuff. And we improved this week, you know. I don't know. It's just one of those things where, you know, me being the defensive guy, I'm like, I don't like that.
I know. I know. By the way, in the district tonight, you had the battle of the defeated take on each other, Queen City and Redwater. Redwater won that game there. The New Boston game is just about over. Hooks kind of running the clock out a little bit. 2:20 to go, still 18-14. It's a slow go there. That is for sure. DCAB was off tonight, were they not?
No, we were off tonight. DCAB hasn't played tonight.
Wait a minute, say that again?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, DCAB's off tonight.
Yeah.
We're off next week, yeah.
Yeah, you're off next week. Come on, man. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you do. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm about to make you double up on that meal you owe me.
I'm sorry. The Thursday game threw me off because we had to change it from Friday to Thursday, so they threw me off a little bit.
So, but the game was at home, right?
It was at home, yes, sir.
Did it rain in Dangerfield tonight?
It did off and on, but not bad enough for us to have to change the game. But that's how it goes. So, you know, you change the game and all of a sudden the rain goes away. Okay.
All right. I was just making sure. All right. Yeah. So you're saying you're wrong for moving the game?
Well, we won, so no.
All right. I got you. Hey, by the way, I'm going to give you some useless information. You ready? Oh, Hooks just got a first down. Useless information. Today is National Bologna Day. Are you a bologna fan?
No. Ate too much of it when I was too young.
Really?
Yeah. Ate bologna all the time when I was little and just got burnt out on it.
So you don't even eat fried bologna?
No. I had fried bologna. I had baked bologna. I had all kinds of barbecue bologna. I'm just over it. Like I said, I ate way too much of it when I was younger.
I guess I'm gonna have to evaluate our friendship.
Well, I still owe you a meal, so you know.
That is true.
Some fried chicken strips for like, you know, get you to change your mind.
All right. I may. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, Coach Nelson's owed me food for how many years now?
4.
4? All right, we'll say 4. All right, I think it's 7, but you know, 7 sounds better. I just like holding it over his head. That's the big thing for me, you know. And it was wasn't it Arkansas, Texas?
You said what?
Wasn't it Arkansas, Texas game?
No, it couldn't have been Arkansas, Texas. It had to be like, I don't know, somebody better than Arkansas.
Whoa! Because it was the year that our fans had more rushing yards than y'all. You know, when we all rushed the field, we had more rushing yards than the Longhorns did.
You know, 4,500,000, whatever. Yeah, to get big. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just wanted, I just had to rub salt in the wound. We won't talk about this year or next year or whatever. Good Lord, we're terrible. But anyway. All right. Well, hey, where's the wife at?
She's in the house right now, asleep right now with the babies.
Oh, you're outside?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Oh, okay. All right. I just
trying to make sure I don't get yelled at or like wake up anybody.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Regal just a minute ago from Canton. They're 8-0 right now, and I said, "Where's Mrs. Regal?" He said, "She's over there on the other side of the couch watching some chick movie." I said, "Okay." So. All right. Well, hey, I'll let you go, and let's see. Oh, they play Mississippi State tomorrow. Go Bulldogs. Okay.
Go Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Horns down, baby.
Nah, horns up.
Okay, whatever. Only if I need to pick my nose. All right, Coach Nelson, we'll talk again. You know what? I ought to make you come to the studio next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me when.
Well, I'm going to be handing out candy at 4 o'clock, and then, but I don't go on the air till like 10. Is that too late for you?
No, it's not too late for me. I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. I'll reach out to you then, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Until then, I'll holler at you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you later.
See you.
All right. There goes Coach Nelson, the AD, athletic director, head football coach of the Dangerfield Tigers. Good dude. Good dude. All right. We're going to step to the side, take a break. Who do you want me to talk to? I've not heard from Coach Morton yet. I may reach out to him in just a minute, but I'm going to say hello to Amy and Pam and Effie and Jeff and Jason and another Pam, and then my wife, Tammy Davenport, who's actually bored, I guess, and Stephanie. I'll get that score for you in just a minute. And who else have I missed? Gretchen and Robert. There's my man Robert right there. All right, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. This is Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coach Show. We haven't even done a scoreboard yet. We're just rambling here tonight, but I love it. I love talking to these coaches. Right here on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty specializes in the real estate market in East Texas, and he gives all of his customers personal attention. List your property with Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty. He'll work hard to make sure that it sells at a price it's worth, and he'll do the best to advertise the property and show it to as many real estate agents and prospective buyers as possible. You can expect the same personal service from Frank when you're looking to buy a property too. Frank Lanier wants to help you with your real estate needs. Call Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty in Linden at 903-756-7781.
Big news, Cass County Radio. East Texas Meat Slingers has officially moved into our brand new location at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta, Texas, right across from the Chamber of Commerce and next door to Harp's Jewelers. After 2 years of serving our community, we're stepping into a larger space that gives us room to grow and serve you better. By popular demand, we have new store hours so you have more opportunities to get the goods you want. We are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget, we are now hosting a farmer's market every first and third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at our new location. This is your chance to shop fresh baked goods, local produce, and more, all from your neighbors in East Texas and the surrounding areas. So stop by East Texas Meat Slingers' new location and see what all the hype is about. Premium meats, local flavor, and a true community gathering place. Come hungry, shop local, and see why we're proud to call Atlanta home. East Texas Meat Slingers, feeding families and fueling our community.
C&C Tire and Service Center, located at 714 U.S. Highway 59 in Atlanta. Charlie's the general manager with over 28 years experience in the tire business. They have 2 mechanics with 20 plus years experience combined. Our tire technicians are some of the best around with over 40 years experience combined. Tyler, James, Stephen, Martine, and Lakin. They have an alignment machine that is the best money can buy. We will offer all types of tires, including locally built Cooper tires. Our mechanics are experts with all kinds of steering and suspension work, and also brakes. And guess what? Where they're offering oil changes and any routine maintenance work. They'll eventually be offering AC repair, and they're proud to be serving the community in which they live. Take pride in the fact that that shop is locally owned by Freddie and Crystal Campbell. Come see the local guys you know and trust. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 7:30 to 6. Phone number 430-562-2846. Once again, that's CC Tire and Service Center, 714 US Highway 59, right here in Atlanta. Come see the local guys you know and trust.
Cass County Radio, KALT. Good evening. Welcome back to Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. Always a good time. Love talking to our coaches. We're going to go right back to the phone line. Let's do it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
That's right, and we're going over to Marshall to talk to the athletic director, head football coach himself, Coach Hamnet. I have become a big fan of him. He is straight up with me, and I'm telling you, and I think they're better than what people think. He's just quietly doing what he's doing. He's winning, and always enjoy talking to him. Coach Hamnet, you here with me right now? I bet we're doing a voice message with him right now. He's heard all those nice things I said about him. So, yeah. You know to call me back, if you will. 903-650-7358. They played at home tonight. Big win over Nacogdoches. 42-28. All right? Yeah, 42-28. All right, so he'll call me back, hopefully, and we'll go from there. By the way, who watched the World Series tonight? Did anybody watch the World Series tonight? I was like... And I'm not going to lie to you. This is exactly what I said about it. I said, I really don't want to watch the Dodgers win another World Series. I don't. Well, they were up 2-0, and then the Blue Jays went. And Blue Jays win Game 1, 11-4. How about that? 11-4. That's big time right there. Game 1, Toronto at home, though, of course. And then we had NBA tonight. If you want me to go over that, I will. But we did have college games tonight. It was North Texas over, who is that? I don't even know who that is. That's North Texas. They won 54-20 over Charlotte. Okay, I was like, who is that? But yeah, that's, there you go. And there was another game, I believe. Wasn't there? I think so. Let me see. Virginia Tech and Cal. Yeah, Virginia Tech wins that one 42-34. The game of interest to me tomorrow is Oklahoma and Ole Miss. Number 13, OU, hosting number 8, Ole Miss. All right, now, is A&M for real? We'll find out because they're going to Death Valley to take on LSU. I think LSU's running off the rails. You may be an LSU fan, but Brian Kelly's not the answer. But the biggest thing for me right now, forget about college football, forget about the World Series, forget about hockey and NBA, is this FBI bust of about 30 guys. Chauncey Billups, who I thought was one of those good guys, you know what I mean? But apparently not. Derek Rozier and all those guys. I'm like, what in the world? You know, I just think it's crazy. But anyways, back to LSU and Texas A&M be prime time tomorrow night, 6:30. You got Missouri and Vanderbilt. That's another good game right there. 6-1. Both of them are 6-1. Ole Miss, OU 6-1. And if you took a loss away from LSU and gave it to A&M, they would be both 6-1. So how about that? Some useless information to go in your head right there, okay? All right, there you go. There is another college football game going on right now, and it's Montana State and Sacramento State knotted up right before halftime, 3 minutes ago before halftime, 21-21. They both scored one touchdown apiece in the first quarter and scored two apiece in the second quarter. So there you go. 21-21, the Grizz taking on the Hornets. Of course, the Grizz, they're always good. They're 7-0, and Sacramento says, we're 4-3 and we're terrible, but by golly, let's go. So I love it. I love it. I always root for the underdog. I do. So there you go. Just thought I'd give you the update on that. But how about the Blue Jays beating the Dodgers? That's huge right there. All right. You know what? I want to go ahead and go back to the scoreboards. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take us all the way back, and we're going to do Arkansas first. So let's go ahead and go to the scoreboard right now. Are you ready? Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, and here it is. Highland trails Missouri, Marshfield, 21-14. Conway over Pulaski Academy. Pulaski Academy, if you didn't know, never punched the ball. 20-12 in that score right there. Bryant and Cabot 21-3 in the third quarter. Little Rock Southwest is trailing Little Rock Christian 21-8. And then I've got Fort Smith Northside trailing Springdale Harbor 13-3. You got Jonesboro on top of Sylvan Hills 28-14. Benton on top of Little Rock Catholic 48-0. That's a mercy rule. They're going to be rolling that clock right there. All right, let's see. Sheridan, the Yellow Jackets leading Marion 43-34. You got El Dorado, really, 38-7 over West Memphis. Russellville taking on Fort Smith Southside. Southside, they used to be the Rebels. They're not anymore now. They lead 36-15. And then BB over Jacksonville 22-14. Maumelle leading Whitehall 35-14. Searcy over Robinson. Whoa, Robinson's losing 23-7. Batesville and Brooklyn, that's North Central Arkansas, if you didn't know that. 7-7 right there. Valley View over Greene County Tech 28-7. All right, I've got Camden Fairview all over Hope. Those Hope Bobcats, I feel so bad for them. 50-0. Win 14-0 over Paragould. Clarksville down to Alma 21-0. Greenbrier defeating Urine Hill. It's called P Ridge. We used to play them when I was over there. P Ridge, Urine Hill. Get it? P, Urine, Ridge, Hill. Okay. 35-14 Greenbrier over P Ridge. Bald Knob getting blasted by Central Arkansas Christian 35-0. Mills University doing the same thing to Little Rock Hall 42-0. You got Lone Oak over Heber Springs 14-8. Harrison, which is the Hobgoblins, I think it is. Harrison Hobgoblins, yeah, 14-0. You got Jonesboro Westside over falling to Pocahontas 22-0. Gosnell over Southside 14-13. You got Darnell leading, they took the lead 23-22 over Ozark. Clinton over Waldron 42-0. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit here to find, I'm trying to find a certain game. Bismarck leads Prescott. Whoa, that's an upset right there, 14-0. Yeah, because Prescott has been lights out. All right, let's see. Game's not yet played. Game's completed. All right, here we go. Bentonville West defeats Rogers Heritage 56-28. Fayetteville over Springdale 52-28. Mountain Home over Lake Hamilton 42-7. Shiloh Christian shuts out Siloam Springs 58-0. Greenwood beats Van Buren 56-3. Rogers falls to Bentonville 31-28. Green Forest falls to Elkins 42-7. The Morrilton Devil Dogs, they fall to my alma mater, Farmington 28-7. That's what I'm talking about. And then Mena over Dover 42-7. And East Poinsett County over Mariana 40-0. Now, Stephanie's asking about Arkansas High, and I have not found their score yet. But they're 0-7 on the year before tonight. I can say that. I do know that. So I'm going to keep looking real quick. I don't even remember what classification they are. Mount Ida is beating Bigelow 51-8. Fordyce over Dumas 24-8. Maybe I wonder if they're off tonight. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe that's what I'm missing. All right, I'm gonna scroll up and see if I can find, because they should have a search. Yeah, we're gonna search. We're gonna try to find them. Right? Please note that this scoreboard is not live. Yeah, we know that. Categories. Well, I don't even know what classification are, so I can't even do that. Schools. All right, we'll check. We'll classify. I'm in 5A. I don't even think they're 5A, are they? I don't know. We're doing. This is great radio. Me looking for them though. Guess what? They are 5A. Woo! All right, so I'm gonna click on Arkansas High. Here we go. And where's their schedule at? Last year they went 3-8 and 3-4 in district play. The coach is Leroy Hood, who I think once he gets his system in, they'll be fine. They're 0-7 right now, as I said, but I don't see 0-4 in district play. But I don't see. Maybe they had a bye this week. But I don't see him anywhere, Stephanie. So I'm going to say they had a bye. How about that? I'll click on 5A and see it won't separate the games. So that's about right. Scoreboard, old school scoreboard. All right, here, maybe we can find them this way. This is great radio, by the way. You're welcome. All right, here we go. 5A. 5A. Yeah, it doesn't look like they played tonight. So all that looking, I don't think they played. I'm going to say they did not play. So there you go. So that is your scoreboard for the Arkansas side. Now we are ready to go look at Texas side. And we're going to start off, I believe we're going to go 5A Division II. Why not? By the way, Texas High had a bye tonight, all right? So let's go.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're just going to pick some random scores. How about, let's go, like I said, 5A Division II, Bastrop over Elgin, 62-6. You had Belton on top of Bryan Rudder, 35-0. Clean Ellison falls to Brenham, 33-25. Sound like a decent game right there. Corpus Christi Moody falls to Corpus Christi Ray, 55-21. That's not even fun, is it? I mean, you live in the same town and everything. Sheesh. All right, Splendora falls to Dayton, 34-7. You also had El Paso Jefferson get shut out by El Paso Chapin, 70-0. Marshall, told you about that. Big win for them over Nacogdoches, 42-28. I want to say Hallsville. Yes, Hallsville beat White House 13-6. And I still think Hallsville, they're the smallest school in that district, and I think they're pretty good. I really do. All right, and let's see. Waco falls to Waco University 36-7. Where is the Mount Pleasant game? Because I know they played. I'll have to go to my phone, I guess, and look at that one. But, yeah, that's 5A Division II. So let's jump down to 4A Division I.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Yeah, I do want to know who's going down to Sonic in a little bit and get a foot-long cheese coney at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? All right, Andrews, 4A Division I. Andrews defeats Big Spring 28-20. You had Brazos Sport fall to Stafford 34-20. You may be going, who's that? Bay City upsets El Campo 35-17. I like that. Brownwood over Burnett 38-7. Is there already 11 o'clock? It is. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like we're only going to do this division and then we'll take a break and come right back. All right, and let's see. I have Dallas Carter 34-0 over Dallas Conrad. Atlanta fans remember Dallas Carter. That's right, they've moved up in classification. Let's see. Lumberton over Hardin Jefferson 45-20. Very physical team right there, Lumberton is, if you didn't know that. Needville falls to Fort Bend Crawford 39-7. Liberty falls to Bitter 48-19. And then, let's see, Somerset shuts out Pleasanton 56-0. Uvalde, they get beat. San Antonio Davenport. Probably because it's a Davenport, right? 40-20. It's my story. All right, and I got a halftime score here. What? Halftime score, 14-12, Clint over Fabens. And then in the fourth quarter, I've got El Paso Bowie trailing Clint Mountain View. All right, so there we go. We are going to step aside real quick, play the station identification because we don't want to get in trouble with the FCC because, you know, we can. That is for sure. We don't want to do that. All right, so with that, by the way, let me know if there's a score on our ticker that you're missing, that you're like, well, Jim, I didn't see that score. We talked to Coach Willard of Liberty Islo. We've talked to Coach Nelson of Dangerfield. We've talked to, who else have we talked to? We talked to Coach Finney of Winsboro, Coach Willard of Liberty Islo. We haven't talked to Coach Morton yet, but we're going to. All right. And I think the new Boston Hooks game is over. I think the final score was 18-14. Yeah, it should be over. So, yeah, it's over. 18-14. Hooks holds on to win that game. So, congratulations to them. All right. So, with that, like I said, I'm waiting for something to finish up here so I can move on, right? All right. 903-650. Well, their score's not on there, Stephanie. I looked it up. You're saying they played Hot Springs Trojans at Hot Springs. 5A. No, they're not on there, and it's a conference game for them. So I don't see it anywhere. Hope played Camden Fairview. You had who else did you? El Dorado played, and then Hot Springs played, or Lake Hamilton, whatever they played. So there you go. I don't see anybody else in 5A because Arkansas High's 5A. So, like I said, I'm not finding it. All right, we're gonna step aside. We'll be right back on Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic, America's Drive-In High School and Scoreboard Show, or High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show, right here on 900 AM, 95.5 FM, YouTube, Facebook, Live 365, Roku. Hey, Alexa, play Cass County Radio. And then, of course, there's an app for that. Download it. Cass County Radio, KALT. The app is this logo right here behind me. All right? We'll be right back.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYNAM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
Cass County Radio, KALT. Welcome back to Sonic, America's Drive-In's High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. That's right, we play a little bit of college music there for you. Love all that kind of stuff. There's no doubt about it. But we're ready to go back to the scoreboard right now. We're going to go to 4A Division 2, and we're going to keep on going. All right, here we go.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Yeah, I never look at Max Prep because it's the most inaccurate thing in the world. But Jeff just said Arkansas High lost to Hot Springs 75-50. So now they're 0-8 on the season, 0-5 or 0-4 in district play. Thank you, Jeff. All right, so there you go. All right, 4A Division 2 in Texas. If I will say this, I'm glad Arkansas does have a scoreboard website. Most of the time it's accurate, but I wish Louisiana and Oklahoma would, because Jimmy Bryan, who's on with us right now, will tell you I will call a convenience store to find out a score. I will. I'll say, hey, what's the score of the game tonight? You know, just because you can't ever find it sometimes. All right, 4A Division 2. We talked to Canton earlier. They defeated Ferris last night, 58-15. Brookshire Royal defeated Sugarland Harmony 59-6. And then you had Wimberley hang on to beat Gonzales 38-30. Glen Rose blanks Venus 70-0. And you also had Jasper fall to Shepherd 32-7. And let's see, Paris North Lamar. This is going to make things interesting. Longview Spring Hill defeats North Lamar, right? Then you had Pittsburgh upset Van, also 24-21. I'm telling you, Pittsburgh is going to shock some folks. I'm just going to tell you. I think they're going to do some some shaking up in the playoffs too, unless they get Carthage in the first round. West Orange Stark defeats Silsbee 33-30. And who else do we want to talk about here? I know that Gilmer fell to Pleasant Grove last night, 41-7. I'm telling you, Gilmer has got a lot of injuries going on right now. This has been one of his toughest years, Coach Metzel's. All right, let's go 3A Division 1.
Are you ready?
Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, let's do it. 3A Division 1. We'll go ahead and talk about Atlanta defeating Tatum tonight, 14-7. Big defensive game for Atlanta, no doubt about it. Tatum tried to just run the ball, and run the clock out. But Atlanta holds on to win 14-7. They were their own worst enemy a couple of times tonight. All right, Shallow Water beats Bushland on the road, 28-26. That's big right there. Cameron Yo defeats Rockdale, 55-28. And then you had Clyde defeat Sweetwater, 27-20. And then Diebold loses to Fairfield, 51-7. And let's see, Crockett defeats Huntington, 35-18. Kirbyville loses to East Chambers, 58-52. And let's see, Maypearl falls to Grandview, 51-23. Franklin over McGregor, 54-13. Jefferson all over Sabine, 47-0. We'll call Coach Taylor here in just a minute. Let's see, Mount Vernon falls to Winsboro. We talked to Coach Finney earlier. And Teague defeats Palestine Westwood, 42-20. And Groesbeck falls to West, 49-6. All right, and then Liberty Ilo defeats White Oak. As I told you, we talked to Coach Willard. And there is a little heated past between the two of those guys from last year. I mean, I know. I was in the know in a way. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so you know what? Let's go ahead and let's reach out to Coach Taylor. Surely he's it's still early. That guy's got to still be up, right? Thomas told us that Linden Kildare are district champs in volleyball. Congratulations to them. Queen City is going to the playoffs, and Atlanta has to do a play-in playoff game, I believe it is. So, so a lot of schools in this area going to the next level, the next wave, if you want to call it, the second phase. All right, we're going to reach out to Coach Ty Taylor right now and see what's shaking with him. So let's go ahead and do this for you.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
That's right. We're reaching out to Coach Ty Taylor, the head man, the head bulldog of the Jefferson Bulldogs. Big win tonight. We didn't get to talk to him last week because I had an early flight the next morning. Coach Taylor, what say you? How you doing this evening?
I'm good, Jim. How are you doing?
I am great. So, the last two games, you have taken care of business, 45-7 over White Oak. On the road tonight against Sabine, 47-0. You are in a lock tie for third place right now.
Yeah. We, we understand. We put ourselves in a little bit of a situation where that's not ideal, but we're doing everything we can out from this point, just taking one game at a time, and all that cliche stuff. But it's how we have to approach things, and so just glad to handle what we're supposed to do tonight. So
absolutely, of course, next week is next week Halloween night. This is a big game here for third place. Basically, I mean, a lot of things have to happen for Tatum to get in there, and you being one of them. So again, next week is for third place as far as I'm concerned. And of course, Coach Willard, he knows you and talks well about you and all that. But I know you're not worried about Liberty Ilo. You're worried about yourself, like you said, taking one game at a time. What has been the change because everything's been swinging your way. I mean, you lost 2 tough games in district with Gladewater and Atlanta, and then did you do some personnel changes for the last 2 games, or people got healthy? Where are we at?
Yeah, we've done some things differently. I mean, I think starting out, like what people would, probably the most obvious is play more guys on both sides of the ball, which is something we really hadn't done a whole lot of in my time here, but saw that as a necessity, to get our best guys on the field, and so that's after that Atlanta game we started doing that, really committing ourselves to running the football with a bunch of different people, and so the last 2 games we've had several guys touch the ball and make something happen with it, and that's been good, and that's kind of allowed us to control the game in both of those situations, and really play to our strengths, because we're playing really good defense right now and forcing turnovers, and so whenever you can run the ball consistently and run it well and play really good defense, that's typically the recipe for winning games. So
absolutely. So with this, I'm going to call it a stable of running backs right now. How many are you running? 3, 4?
We have a bunch of guys, and we have our starter who started the year has been out, and he really hasn't been healthy all year. But he had ankle surgery. It's been going on 2 weeks now, and we're expecting him back sooner rather than later from that. And so once we get him back, we'll be in really good shape in that position. But I think we have 3 or 4 guys right now that you're going to see back there at different points and different times. And one of them's a kid who that we didn't even know could be someone back there for us, but he stepped up in our bye week and on scout team and started hurting our starting defense, in practice, running the ball some. And so that's what happens when you do stuff like that. You earn yourself some reps. And so anyway, I've been really proud of him. But yeah, we have several guys that can get back there and make something happen.
Well, and it's nice when you find a diamond in the rough, a kid you don't count on, and then he shows up and you go, where's this kid been?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Absolutely.
So what classification are these guys? Like this one you were just talking about?
Yeah, he's a junior. So our team is predominantly juniors. We have 26 juniors in our program.
Ooh, okay.
And so a lot of them, we only have 7 seniors. We're really junior heavy, and have a handful of sophomores, and so that's our team. And so we have a lot of juniors, and depend on those guys a lot.
Absolutely. All right, so I know you've taken a peek. You're going to tell me you play one game at a time, but I know you've taken a peek. Yeah. So what do you see you need to do with Liberty Ilo? Because now this is an outsider. I'm not a coach. I know a little bit. At least I think I do. What I've noticed about Liberty Ilo is they'll take a punch in the mouth, shake it off, and come right back at you and throw their haymaker at you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, you talked about Coach Willard. I mean, those guys, those coaches know how to win. Those kids know how to win. The ones that were there. They were a part of that team last year, and so they're figuring some things out, kind of like we are, and breaking in some new kids and young kids in key positions, and they're athletic enough to where obviously you can't ever count them out, and they're going to be able to make some stuff happen, and so you can't overlook them, obviously, and we're definitely not doing that. I mean, it's going to be a ball game next Friday here at home, just like it was last year. So, we're looking forward to the challenge, and know we're going to have to play a really good football game to come out on top.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a good time. For somebody like me, maybe not for you, but it's going to be a good time. I mean, this is the time of year where things start getting exciting, get interesting, and we look at it and we go, hey, what's going to happen here, and that kind of thing. But for you right now, with all these juniors and with your 7 seniors, and then of course you got some younger guys too, you could easily finish at 7-3 and 4-2 in district play. Do you consider with everything that's happened this year, do you say that's a successful year, or do you say this is something for us to say we're stepping up and we're building a program to because anytime we have a problem come up, we got adversity, the kids step up. That's what we always hope for. Where do you feel like you are right now with that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're always going to measure our success with growth, and so as long as we're growing, and I feel like we've definitely done that. I mean, when you zoom back out and look at our 3 losses, I mean, Newton is smoking everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, we gave up 8 points to those guys, and they've scored 72 points in 2 weeks in a row, and they're just absolutely obliterating everybody. And then we lose a 1-point game to Gladewater after being up 21-0 on that. They have a one loss, and then Atlanta also we're winning that game until a minute left. They have 1 loss to PG, and so I mean, we're talking, the margins are really, really thin, and the separation between us and whoever our number 1 team is, in the district is very, very close. And so I think that speaks to the depth of our district and how it's improved. But yeah, honestly, like we talked about this at the beginning of the season, that you can't base your growth and success on strictly a record, because there's so many things that happen that are out of your control that sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, things like that. But yeah, I think I've been really proud of the way our kids have handled some adversity and had to kind of figure some stuff out, and that was different from last year. We've really had to kind of confront some things and forge a new identity, and so I think in the long run we're going to be better because of it.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward. Hopefully talk to you next week, you or Coach Willard, because I like both of you, but good luck to you. And if somebody asked me to put money down on it, I have to turn it down. I'd say no thank you, so because like I said, I like both of you, and I love the success you guys are having. And like I said, you could easily, we were just talking about, losing 1 point here, winning this game with a minute left and everything. You could easily be on top of this district right now. So, you never know. So, but take care of business, and we'll talk again next week, all right?
Okay, appreciate you, Jim.
All right, take care. That is the athletic director, head football coach of the Jefferson Bulldogs, Coach Ty Taylor. What a job he's done. Yes, I've already got Coach Morton set up. I said 5 minutes with a question mark, and he said, sure. Matter of fact, let me double check what he said, because I think that's what he said. I think he said sure, because I know they were driving in. Yep, he said sure. So yeah, I said ready in 5, so I got to make sure I'm not calling him too early. Well, guess what? It's been 7, so I better call him. All right, so we're going to call Coach Morton, and I know us locally, we're excited about our Atlanta Rabbits. There's no doubt about it. So let's go ahead and pump up the music for it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta, now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, here we go. The head rabbit, the guy with the longest ears on the team. That's right. The athletic director, head football coach of the Atlanta Rabbits, Coach Tyler Morton. What is going on, Coach Morton? How you feeling?
I feel good, Jim.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you're wore out, too.
Absolutely, every Friday night, man.
Man, well, this one wore me out. I listened to every bit of it, and I was like, whoa! Oh! I mean, it's just emotional. I was a wreck, so there's no telling what it was like for you guys.
Yeah, man, it was pretty up and down. Well, I think we did a good job of staying kind of even keeled and just continuing to play. And, we found a way. And that's what good teams do. And we got a good football team this year.
Absolutely. That defense, and I know you're a defensive guy. I know you sit back there and go, way to go, Coach Whaley, and the rest of this coaching staff. And I'm sure you put your 2 cents in there also. But I mean, or a nickel's worth, I don't know. But the thing is, the defense is playing well. The kid from Tatum, Adcock, whose grandparents are from this area, used to be Adcock's Pharmacy right here in town. Jerry and Arthur Adcock. Pretty good little athlete.
Yeah, he's a very good athlete. He's actually bigger than I thought he was too. He's about 6'1". I don't know, probably 180 pounds, and he was very elusive, very hard to tackle, and he has a good arm. They're not bad in the spread. You can tell that they haven't been in it very long.
Right.
But they can create some problems for you. So.
Well, I'm going to say this. When you and I talked Monday at the coaches show, or Tuesday actually, coaches show Monday on Tuesday, and you said they broke out in the spread. I almost fell out of my seat. I mean, I've known Whitney Keeling a long, long, long time, and he's always said spread. Who are you kidding? And here he is, doing it. But with a quarterback like him, you can. Now, I want to ask a couple questions, and of course, we'll always talk about it on Monday also on the coaches show. Personal fouls, there were quite a few tonight, but things got pretty chippy. I mean, but it's because Tatum is physical, we're physical, and there's a lot of mouthing going on.
Yeah, I thought, the officials did a very poor job early in the game getting a handle on that.
Right.
And we tried to talk to them early in the first quarter, and our guys, are literally trying to stay out of it, and they continue to, come at us after the play, and so I'm gonna have to look at the tape and see if, which of those were actually warranted. I think our guys most of the time were trying to get out of the confrontation, and they just kept seeking us out, and so I don't know, man. I thought it was a very chippy game early on, and we tried to talk to the officials about, getting a handle on it, and it didn't stop.
Well, what we said Tuesday morning was that they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And to get you guys in a jam and stuff. I mean, even Adcock, the quarterback, had an offsetting penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct with Eli Mitchell, the same play. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm sure you guys are on the sideline going, good gosh. But once again, the punt team, special teams were phenomenal. That's what we've been talking about a lot. And here we are, 8-1. And I say we because, I've been riding your coattails for 4 years now. 8-1 overall. I'm telling the truth. 8-1 overall, 5-0 in district play. We got the district title championship coming up next week at home.
We do.
Gladewater Bears. I'm assuming Coach Lewis and them were in the stands, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. I know there's some guys there scouting.
Yeah.
So
I started to call him tonight and go, what are you doing? just to see. Yeah, I probably should have, But, I know you guys are a one game at a time. And we're going to talk Monday about the Bears. We're not even going to bother with them tonight. But because right now, you need to bask in the win. You guys deserve this. I mean, number one, is Tatum as strong as they've been in the past? Maybe not, but they're still physical. They're still a well-coached team. And
here's the thing, like I told you, on Tuesday, they're the best 2-5 team in the state of Texas, man. Another thing they did a good job of was they took Quay Peoples, the Mike linebacker that was playing, and put him back in the middle of the defense. And I'm telling you, I might be wrong. That guy might play on Sunday.
Really?
He's a problem. Yes. And last year, I don't think people remember this, but Jefferson was undefeated district champs. They went on to Tatum week 11. And Jefferson barely got out of there with like a 17-8 win.
Yeah.
That's because Peoples had about 30 tackles. And I remember talking to Stan Kimball, who was the DC on that Jefferson team, and he said that dude ate him alive.
Yeah.
The Cam Williams kid that had rushed for, over 2,000 yards, he shut him down by himself.
That's crazy.
And so I knew when I walked out in pregame and I saw him playing him at Mike linebacker, I said, okay, here we go. So,
yeah.
So they've been playing the defensive end, and people have just been running away from him.
Right.
They put him right smack dab in the A gap in the middle of the defense, and he had probably 15, 20 tackles. He's all over the place.
So he played. He did the Neo thing and just stuck his hand out at you and said, "Bring it." Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, love that. I am going to say this, and I'm not putting the cart before the horse, But one thing that I love about our schedule this year, okay, and like I said, I keep saying hours because, like I said, coattails, baby. Anyway, next week is our last regular season game, and then we get a bye.
Yeah, we need it.
And I think that's huge for for the playoffs to get prepared, to get people healthy, and all that. And we talked about Simmons being out possibly 4 weeks, maybe 6, just depends on everything. But I mean, there's other guys that are getting bumped and bruised up here and everything. Yeah, so, but, especially with the physical game, and now you got another physical game coming up. But what I absolutely love about this next week coming up is that we've got first place on the line with Atlanta and Gladewater. And then right down the road, we've got Jefferson and Liberty Islo battling for third.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is going to be an awesome week of football, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I know that other district over there is stout, but none of us 4 out of the 8 3A are gonna be easy out for anybody, man. I'm telling you, this is when Dave Campbell's voted this is the toughest 3A district in the state. I believe it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, you've said it. You've said it since even before you guys beat Jefferson. You said that's one of the best 3-3 teams in the state, or if not the best. And then Liberty Islo just finding ways to win every week. And that's quoting Coach Willard on that, So it'll be an interesting game. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
So all right. Well, I know you're. I know emotionally and physically you're probably spent because, like you told me on and off the air, is that you put everything into this. I mean, this is your livelihood. This is your life. This is what you chose to do.
Absolutely.
So congratulations once again. Well deserved. 8-1. We'll talk on Monday. And I want to remind everybody we'll be at Uncle Juan's Restaurant, 10 a.m., 117 East Main Street for Coach's Show Monday with Coach Morton. Coach Morton, have a great weekend, brother.
Thanks, Jim. You too, baby.
All right, see you later. All right, there he goes. The Atlanta Rabbits win 14-7. And if you didn't go to the game and you listened to it right here on Cass County Radio, KALT, let me tell you something. Dylan Thompson, Landon Geezer called the game tonight. Eric McCall was not available to be there with them. They called a great game, and I could tell some of the frustration in their voices, because it's hard. It's hard to separate when you get excited, and then something happens, you get disappointed and all that. But you could tell that they were exhausted from the physicality of the game. So it was, and like Coach Morton said, it was a chippy game because the ones that were there at the game know it was chippy because I know there was 4, maybe 5 unsportsmanlike conducts on Atlanta, and Coach Morton has gotten that under control. So for it to come back out again like it did, and he and I'll talk, and here's the thing. A lot of people like to say, oh, that Jim Davenport, he runs his mouth. There are things that coaches and I, Coach Morton being one of them, other coaches from other schools, we talk, and I don't share it with you guys, because they trust me. And, but like I've always said with Coach Morton, I say us, I say we, because, ever since I met him, I said, this guy's going to do something here, and he has. And, he's built that culture right here in Atlanta. Maybe you think he's got the personality of a doorknob. I don't know. I don't think so. If you get to know him, you may like him. That's for sure. All right? All right. Well, guess what? We're going to step aside, take a break. We're going to be on for another 30, 34 minutes or so. And I'm going home early. That's right. Got a full day tomorrow. I got to cook breakfast at 6 for men's breakfast, Bic, at 105 West Main Street. If you're free and you're a man, come on. We eat around 8:30. And then I'm going to Jana's Mercantile. A friend of mine's wife wrote a book, and she's going to read it. It's a kid's book, but I'm going to be there to support her because you know what? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to lift each other up, encourage each other, and all that. All right? So with that, this is the Sonic America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show right here on Cass County Radio, KALT.
This is Jana with Jana's Mercantile, your local gift shop in downtown Atlanta, Texas, where you can find locally made gifts.
Wow, let's do that again.
This is Jana with Jana's Mercantile, your local gift shop in downtown Atlanta, Texas, where you can find locally made gifts, Texas-themed, and Texas-made products. Myra bag purses and accessories, a full line of Row-Casa Organics, wellness and beauty products, and so much more. That's Jana's Mercantile. Come see us at 116 North William Street, downtown Atlanta, Texas. It's Jana's Mercantile at the corner of William and Hiram Street.
Looking for something special? Dive into the Rabbit Hole Mall and Resale Shop, a vintage lover's dream. With over 80 vendors, you'll find everything from unique furniture to rare collectibles, all in one place. Located at 204 and 216 East Hiram Street in downtown Atlanta. We're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and on Saturday 10 till 4. It's the perfect spot to explore, discover, and shop for timeless treasures. Visit the Rabbit Hole Mall and Resale Shop today at 204 and 216 East Hiram Street, downtown Atlanta. Your next find is waiting for you.
NJS Management in Linden, Texas is a provider of affordable housing for seniors and families. NJS Management has affordable housing available in Linden, Atlanta, Queen City, and Hooks. This is not your typical affordable housing. Call Marlon and Gina at 903-756-5554. That's 903-756-5554 for NJS Management. Check out all the affordable housing available on their website at rentalhousingdeals.com.
Cass County Radio, KALT. Good evening. It's 11:30 on Friday. That's right, high school football. That's what we've been doing tonight, calling coaches, going down the scoreboard, which we still have some more scoreboard to do. By the way, if somebody could have guessed that college team that just played right there in the music, I'd give you a free Cass County Radio KALT t-shirt. But you'd have to tell me while it was playing. All right, so here, I'll give you a little snip of it right now. You ready? You guys want to win a t-shirt? Here's your opportunity. Ready, go. That's all you get right there. All right, so if you know that tune right there, and you can tell me in the next 3 minutes, I'll give you a free Cass County Radio KALT t-shirt. Yeah, I'm being a jerk, okay? Good luck to you. All right, here we go. Let's go back down the scoreboard.
Are you ready?
Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to go 3A Division 2. Winona gets shut out by ARP 61-0. Yikes. Canadian, big winners over Tulia 65-6. That's me and Jimmy Bryan's team right there. Listen to me. I have tried to call that guy. I have. Hold on real quick. Everybody hang on. All right, hold on. I'm going to see if, because I've got his number somewhere. I've got it somewhere. I got to find it. But we're fans of Canadian. Not because of any reason, but they win. They're consistent, you know what I mean? And so, yeah. I've always wanted to be able to talk to that coach because we like those kind of coaches, you know what I mean? Canadian High School. Yeah, there they are. They're closed right now, of course. Believe in that? Can you believe that? Do you know their mascot? They're the Wildcats. Did you know that? All right. Anyways, we'll talk about them in a minute. All right. They were on the road, so they could be at their athletic dorm. Just a minute. I know you were looking for that score. I was getting it for you. All right. New Diana defeats Buffalo 42-24. Let's see. There was another one I was looking for. Scurry Rosser 64-0 over Dallas Inspired Vision. You had East Bernard over Walls Brazo 42-21. You had Harmony hang on to beat Paris Chisholm 22-15. Grand Saline 55-13 over Lone Oak. You had Hooks over New Boston 18-14. I told you about Dangerfield killing Hugh Springs. New Waverly falls to Woodville. Woodville's another team you better keep an eye on right there in the playoffs. 34-21. Let's see. There's somebody else. Redwater 60-8 over Queen City. Newton 62-0 over Trinity. And Troop 35-21. Now, I really like talking to that coach, Troop. You guys want me to call him? I call him. I don't mind. I like talking to old Troop there over there. He's a pretty good old guy right there. Sam Wells, that's his name. I couldn't remember his name. Coach Wells. All right, so let's reach out to he may go Jim. We played last night, man. Leave me alone. All right, well, let's go. Let's do it. Let's call him. Let's call him right now. All right, here we go. We're doing it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, I'm calling one of my new friends from this year, Coach Wells of the Troop Tigers. And he didn't answer, though. Hey! Coach Wells, Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT. Congratulations on the win, 35-21 against West Rusk. You got a bye next week. I may bother you next week just because. All right, just see how you feeling. Because I feel like I like your chances against Buffalo, but, we still got to talk. All right? So, yeah, 903-650-7358. All right, there you go. That's it. Yeah, I know. 2 years we tried to get a hold of Canadian coach. That's all right. I'm going to get him, though. I'm telling you, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. I am. All right, you know what? I'm going to go down to 2A Division 1, I believe it is, and we're going to go ahead and call Elysian Fields because they just keep winning. You know what I mean? Them yellow jackets that are orange because they're mad, right? That's what we call them. Yellow jackets. Yellow jackets. All right, let me find them. Let's see, where they at? There they are. All right, yeah. You guys remember his name? Does anybody remember the coach's name? Bo Maines. I love it. I love that guy's name, Coach Maines. All right, yeah. Yeah, they're still undefeated. All right, here we go. We're gonna play that again. All right, let's do it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to the phone line once again. This is Sonic, America's Drive-In's high school scoreboard and coaches show. They played last night, and all they do is win. That's right. We're talking about Elysian Field Yellow Jackets coach Bo Maines. Coach, what's going on? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Coach. Did you not answer? Oh my goodness. All right, they beat Big Sandy Ore City. They beat Big Sandy last week, 32-0, and then they defeat Ore City last night, 35-7. The crosstown rival game is happening next week. Man, there's a lot of big games on Halloween night. But Elysian Fields will be traveling to Wascom. Elysian Fields 8-0 on the season, 5-0 in district play. And I need to hang up on him because I'm just recording him on there. He'll be like, dude, I didn't need to hear all that. Anyways, they're 8-0, 5-0 in district play. And then they're taking on Wascom, who's 6-2, 4-1 in district play. And I believe Wascom lost to Beckville. I think so. Yes, yeah, they lost 45-34, and then Elysian Fields beat Beckville. So it just makes it interesting. So they play Wascom next week. So here we go. You ready? You got Atlanta and Gladewater. You got Wascom and Elysian Fields. You got Jefferson and Liberty Ilo. Let's go. I'm telling you, let's go. We got big games coming up. I love it. I love it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Amy Wall, do you ever sleep? That's what I want to know. She never comes on the morning show, though. She only comes on this show right here. Yeah. But anyways. All right. Let's see. We're about to wrap this bad boy up. That's what I'm saying. Because should we call Big Sandy's coach? No, not Big Sandy. Big Sandy lost. Should we call Wascom's coach? Should we? I've talked to him before. I can't ever remember. Why can't I remember his name? I don't know. Some of these guys, man, they're like, it's late. I gotta go to bed. You're like, shut up. Even though they got a tough job, and I said that earlier, so I shouldn't say that. All right, let's go ahead and call him. Right? Ooh, there he is, Coach Lawson. Let's go. Oh, I dialed the wrong number. Good gravy. Holy cow! This is great radio when I do that. All right, now we'll try it again. Let's go. He's gonna be like, dude, it's almost midnight. I'm not gonna play the music. That's bad luck. I'm starting to think it's bad luck. He's not gonna answer the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Coach Lawson, how you doing?
Going on, man?
Hey, I know you played last night, and I know it's late tonight, but you know, we had to wait for Atlanta to get off the air so we could call people, and it's been a long night. So, how you doing?
Oh, doing well.
I'm telling you, big win last night over Big Sandy, and then the crosstown rival game next week.
Yeah, it's a big one next week.
That is a big one. I mean, then it'll be a three-way tie. Then so-and-so's got this, and so-and-so's got that, and all that. I don't want to be involved in that, but it's got to be exciting because you're at home next week too for Halloween.
We are at home, senior night. Like I said, it's a big football game.
It really is, and there's playoff implications on it. So let's see. Correct me if I'm wrong. Elysian Fields beat Beckville. Beckville beats you, and then you could turn around and beat Elysian Fields, and then we got a three-way tie.
Yes, we do, and then it'll go to points. And so for us to win the district, we've got to beat Elysian Fields by 16 points.
Okay, a 16-point. Well, you got to beat Hawkins too, though.
Well, correct.
Yeah.
And then Elysian Fields has to win their last game, and Beckville would have to win their last, and so on.
So, who's your crossing district? Who's your opposing district with?
First round will be District 9, which is Honey Grove, Cooper,
okay,
Omaha, Paul Pewitt.
Yeah. Boy, Pewitt's doing pretty good this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We played them the first round last year, and I thought that they had the capability of being a really good football team this year.
Well, if you ever talk to him, say, why don't you ever answer Jim Davenport's phone calls when he calls you? He don't ever answer his phone.
That sounds like my wife.
Oh my goodness! So, did you go watch a game tonight, or did you stay home?
I did. I went and watched Joaquin and Timpson. My dad is still at Joaquin coaching, so I went to go watch them. And of course, my best friend's the AD there now that worked for me for a long time, so went to go support them. They got a big win and was happy for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a big game. And so how does it feel to see your dad on the sideline somewhere else?
It's taking a little time to get used to. I guess at some point we'll probably end up playing each other, and that will definitely be different, but like I said, it's neat hearing sometimes the things that they go through and the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis, but when you work together for 10 years,
right,
it definitely is different.
Do you think your dad would ever come work for you?
Too far from the house.
Well, what if you got a job like right down the road? Do you think you would?
Well, if I was close, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you think he'd be okay you bossing him around?
Well, we did it for 10 years like that. I always told him, I said, well, Dad, you got to boss me around for 30 years. I got to boss you for 10. Call it even.
There you go. I love it. All right. Well, how are you injury-wise? You guys good?
We're good. We're like I said, we're healthy. I think the Beckville game we're going to turn around and we're going to look at when we're done playing this year, we're going to be really thankful for that night. I know that sounds crazy to say, but
But look, we turned the ball over 6 times. We played about as bad as you can possibly play. And some of those things that you tell kids that, hey, if we don't clean this up and we don't do this or we don't do that, it's going to hurt us. Well, they got to see it. And I think we've had a really, really great bye week. And then going into this week of practice, and I think we're locked in, we're focused, we're ready to go, make a run at it.
Well, I'm excited for you because, like you said, 6 turnovers, you lose by 11 with 6 turnovers. I mean, with 6 turnovers, you should have lost by 40.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot in that, and and I do understand what you're saying. You're going to look back at that game and go, I am thankful for that because. And that's we've been using this word tonight, adversity. So there's a lot of big games next Friday night. All right, of course, yours in Elysian Fields. You got Atlanta hosting Gladewater for the district championship, and then for 3rd place in that same district, you've got Jefferson and Liberty Isle playing each other. And the 2 teams that are playing for 3rd. When you look them up in the dictionary, it says adversity. It doesn't say Liberty Isle or Jefferson. They've had so many different weird things happen, and you got to overcome those kind of things. And like you said, I don't think you're crazy, or anyone else shouldn't think you're crazy. You lose by 11 with 6 turnovers. That says you got some spite, and you got some fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. We do. And I think we're going to count on that next week. And Elysian Fields is red hot. They're 8-0, playing with a lot of confidence. And, so, hey, look, we're going to roll the ball out and we're going to play it.
Absolutely. All right, well, I know it's late. I'm going to let you go and take care of business. We'll talk again next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good
All right, appreciate you.
All right, bye.
All right, we got another phone call right now. Let's go to it. And who am I speaking to?
It's Coach Wells.
Coach Wells! What's going on, brother?
Oh, just enjoying some time after the game.
Absolutely. And you got my voicemail, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
You said, that nut job, what's he want? Right? No, it's okay. So we didn't get to talk last week because I told you I was going to Pennsylvania and I'd still do my show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out my plane left a lot earlier than anticipated. And I was like, no, I love football, but no, I'm not doing it. So I did, yeah. So right now, so we can talk about it. You took on New Diana last week, 69-31, and then tonight you had a little tougher game, 35-21 against West Rusk. You're sitting at 9-0, 5-0 in district play. What say you about the 2 games?
Well, against New Diana, it was kind of a shootout the first half. It was 55-31 at halftime, and New Diana's got an exceptional quarterback that's a really, really good athlete. We had a really hard time stopping for a little bit, and about midway through the second quarter, we started doing a really good job and got carried over into the second half. And we had a lot of a big offensive night and played really well. And so really good to get out of that game and play well. And then tonight, it's West Rusk, 2 undefeated teams in district, and West Rusk, the top 10 team in the state by most polls. And so it was a really good win. That clinched the district championship for us. And so it was really good. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot twice in the first half. We had a fumble that they returned for a touchdown, and then they blocked a punt for a touchdown. That was their 2 scores in the first half. And so we went at halftime 14-13. And then the second half, we played really well, and they ended up hitting a long touchdown pass towards the end of the game. And so really good job by our kids and our coaches, and super proud of them.
Well, so I was telling the coach earlier that a word that we've used a lot tonight is adversity. The other thing we've talked about is special teams. And to me, and of course, I'm not anybody special, but this year it seems that special teams are playing a bigger part. That, we've always talked about phase 3, offense, defense, and then special teams. Phase 3. A lot of people don't talk about phase 3, but it seems like phase 3 has been bigger this year than ever.
Oh, for sure. Like tonight, they blocked the punt and scored, and we returned a kickoff return for a touchdown in the game. And so 2 really big special teams plays that that nobody really thinks about. And so it was obviously it played a big part of tonight.
Well, let me ask you this: are you a sky kicker, squib kicker, or you try to kick it downfield?
We do some of everything. We don't squib very often, but we pooch or sky and then kick it deep also, and we just try to mix it up.
All right, so I'm not going to knock you, but why do you sky kick? To keep it away from their return man?
Well, yeah, it depends what returners they have. Some teams that we play have exceptional returners, and so you don't want to put the ball in their hands too much, because if you do, it's a big gamble.
True, very true.
So if we can pooch it sometimes, then we'll let them start at the 35. That's not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah, but sometimes those sky kicks don't go that far.
Well, luckily our kicker does a pretty good job of it, and so I usually fair catch it, and it's about the 35-yard line, and so I'll take that every time.
All right, yeah, because if they got to go 65 yards, they got to earn it.
That's right, 100%.
Absolutely. Who's your defensive coordinator?
His name's Shannon Clakley.
And how long has he been with you?
Let's see, he was with me, he's been 4 years here, and then he was with me 1 year at Elkhart when I was the head coach there, so 5 total years.
All right, so you like him then, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, I like him a little bit.
Okay, so I mean, if they score points off that 65-yard drive, we're gonna maybe give him a write-up.
I might talk to him pretty nicely.
Okay, yeah, the first time. The first time. All right, who's your OC? Are you your own OC?
No, Jordan Blackman's our offensive coordinator.
All right, how long?
He's been the OC at True for 7 years.
Really?
And so his brother was my offensive coordinator at Elkhart, and so I've been real tight with him for a long time, and he does an exceptional job offensively.
So who do you like better, your OC or your DC?
I love both of them.
I just had to ask that. All right, and so of Phase 3 special teams, what do you think your team needs to work on more? The punt, return, kick, or kickoff?
Well, fortunately we hadn't punted very much this year.
Right.
But a few games we have, and we've done a really good job all year with our coverage and snaps and punts. But tonight we had a low snap and took a little bit of time to get off. We didn't protect very well, and so that would be one area that we need to improve on. And we work special teams a lot every week, and so that was a one play that really could have hurt us. And at the time it did, but we'll work to improve that.
Well, it goes back to that adversity,
That's right.
and the thing is, your kids could get complacent, because before tonight we're 8-0 and we're rolling this thing. We're ranked in the top 10 and all that. So, I mean, they could easily do that, but apparently they've been coached not to do that, which is a good thing.
Our kids do a really good job of focusing each week on whoever we're playing and things we got to do to be successful, and so I'm proud of that fact. And of course tonight wasn't hard to focus, or this week wasn't hard to focus on West Russ, because our kids know they're good. They're a good team, and so they've really done a nice job of that all year, no matter who we were playing.
Well, it looks like, and I'm not putting the cart before the horse, because you still got to take care of your last game of the season, but Como picked, looks like, who you're going to be playing in the first round, if everything stays exactly the way it is. Do you know much about them?
Well, I mean, it's still up in the air.
I know.
But I don't. We played Anderson Shiro last year in the playoffs, the first round.
Right. And
so we know a little bit about them and what they do, and as far as the players they have coming back, and then schematically what they do. So we got a good idea about them. But a lot of the other teams we don't know much about, and so we'll get ready for that when that time comes.
Okay. Well, I was trying to bait the hook. You didn't take it though, so that was good. Okay. Well, hey, Coach Wells, I appreciate your time as always,
yes,
and I'm not going anywhere next week, so I'll be calling you if you take care of business.
Well, I'll be on the road watching somebody, so
all right.
give me a holler.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. All right, there goes Coach Wells. Yes, Stephanie, I did see that. They did play Hot Springs, but there is no score anywhere for that. By the way, I was looking at the the schedule here for Cooper, because he said Cooper, Honey Grove, Omaha, Pewitt, Como-Picton. The only way Como-Picton moves up is if they upset Honey Grove. I just don't, Honey Grove's 4-0 in district play, 7-1 overall. And they beat. They play. So they play at Cooper next week, and then they play Pewitt at home. So that'll be interesting right there in itself. And Cooper lost. Cooper's 4-1 in district play, and they lost to Pewitt. So Pewitt, who does Pewitt lost to? Pewitt's lost to somebody in district play. Who was it? Did they lose to? They lost to Quinlan Bowles. Oh my. 31-25 it looks like. So that's interesting in itself. And I've tried that guy. So Quinlan Bowles is, they're 1-3 in district play. So Hogs basketball played last night, or tonight actually. I heard it on TV earlier, not on TV, on the radio. So, all right. Well, guess what? I think that's going to wrap it up for us. Coach Turner never answered his phone. That big jerk from Maud. We'll try him one more time. And then Texas High was off tonight. They had a bye. Let's see. I'm gonna call him one more time. We're gonna do it. I'm not even gonna play the music. All right, here we go. Do. I hope he's trying to sleep. I do.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
See, he ignored me. It rang twice. Now I'm gonna text him. Say, dude. There. I just said dude. See, just so you don't think I'm lying to you. I said dude right there. All right. Well, guess what? That's gonna do it for us. I'm gonna go ahead and shut us down. I am gonna shut us down. Yeah. All right. So we will be back on Monday morning, 7 to 9 for the Cass County Trading Post and all the different avenues that you can get us. 900 AM, 95.5 FM, Roku, Live 365, Alexa, play Cass County Radio. You can also reach out to us and, he's driving the bus. He'll be there in 10 minutes. He'll be there in 10 minutes. Good Lord, we're going off the air in 5 minutes. So, anyways, because we started early. But anyway, so Roku, Live 365, it was an exhibition game. Hey, what's up, Brother Poole? Roku, Live 365, Alexa, play Cass County Radio. We got an app for that. It's called Cass County Radio, KALT. It is the logo behind us. That's what it looks like. And then you've got 900 AM, 95.5 FM. All right? Well, if you're free tomorrow morning, we're going to have breakfast at 105 West Main Street for Bick. We'll eat at 8:30. We'll have a speaker. And the following week, we're doing something new. You ready? Pocket pancakes. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. All right? So, with that, I'm going to call it a night because I got to get up early and cook breakfast. But I'm okay with that. All right? So, with that, everybody have a great day. This has been a presentation of Sonic, America's Drive-In, High School Scoreboard, and Coaches Show right here on Cass County Radio, KALT. Woo! All right, everybody have a good night. Go to bed.